Welcome to a little week in my life. A week in my life that's going to be a bit crazy because we are bouncing around. If you've been watching the vlogs lately, we are doing some work on our house. And for some reason, we didn't really put it together that, oh, if they're painting the entire house, everything will be taped up, everything will be covered. It's pretty unlivable. The other stuff we're doing, we can really just live in the house and pop out when we need to. But this is hard to do that. Our house has just so much molding and really pretty trim that's just a little bit more intricate to paint. So I'm currently at my parents' house. They are actually out of town. We've just been hanging here house sitting for them, but we keep saying it feels like a vacation because my parents have their pool here. Into the weekend, Aiden is traveling for work and Connor and I are just gonna tag along. Cash too. We're staying at this cute little cozy cabin. So we're just trying to make the most of it. So far, we've just been hanging out. We went to the grocery store, picked up some things. I want to try the hot honey beef bowls. That I'm very late on this. If you haven't noticed, I'm very late on most trends. It takes me a while to latch onto things, but want to make those tonight. Maybe make some banana bread right now. I also would like to lay outside while Connor's asleep. But for now, as you can tell, my hair is frizzy. Look at this hair. This is just my natural hair. I've always been so jealous of people who had really pretty, just naturally wavy, gorgeous hair. We're pretty much living out of a suitcase right now. One of the items I made space for though, this is my IGK smoothing spray. We're going through a heat wave. I mean, I live in Texas. We're pretty much always in a heat wave. Let me tell you, the humidity is just doing a number on my hair, but this is a game changer. If you struggle with any frizz, just hair that doesn't hold a curl, I find whenever I use this, it just holds whatever hairstyle I'm using better. Essentially, you just spray it on your hair before using any heat. And I typically do use heat on my hair most days. I'll do this side first so I can show you a before and after. I'm just using my hair straightener. And this just makes my hair so shiny, so sleek. It gets out all the frizz and it keeps it from getting frizzy. It was inspired by professional keratin treatments that can give you that smooth, sleek, shiny hair without any of the chemicals and the price, let me tell you. I'll have my link down below. You can use my code Michelle25. That gets you 25% off if you want to check it out. I'll also have my QR code on the screen too. Just look at this side versus this side. It's crazy. It never leaves my hair feeling crunchy or you can't even tell you have product in your hair. That's just the best part. This side with the spray versus this side without it. And it's acting as a heat protectant too, which if you're gonna use one anyways, you might as well use this. And here's our finished product. It makes me feel like I just went to the salon, which is the absolute best feeling. Again, I'll have my link down below. You can use my code Michelle25 to get 25% off IGK's smoothing spray because the results are just crazy.
Take your time, fall in line someday. It's hard to win, hard to pin one day. I look out for you.
Just laid out for probably 15 minutes, super quick. I need to finish up some work, but I remembered that I wanted to share some things I bought Connor. I'm obsessed with toddler clothes right now, especially right now while he really just lets me choose his outfits. I'm just having so much fun. And this boutique, I love these pants. You've probably seen me put Connor in these so many times. They're these little kind of lightweight gingham pants. They're super, super comfy. These are the size 1 to 2 years. He has fit these for a while. When he was younger, they were just really oversized, which is really cute. They're from this little boutique called Ma'am, and I'm pretty sure they do small drops, so they're a bit more sustainable in how they create everything. So I have been watching them for a while to see when they went back in stock, and they did. And so I decided to get this super cute little red pair too. Just absolutely adorable. These are great for summer too because they're lightweight and honestly into the fall time here too. And I figured since I was ordering those, I would also get these little track pants. These are a little bit thicker, so we might not be able to wear these for a little bit, but how cute. I just had to share those. And then I also stopped by Walmart, and Walmart has super cute kids clothes. They also have a bunch of just organic cotton. I think the Modern Moments by Gerber, he's in a little set today that has stripes. It's really cute. I got him a little Cars set, and I really like the material on this shirt. It's kind of a faded, really soft material. A cute little Spider-Man set. This brand is Geranimals. It says awesome, super cute. Kind of lightweight polo. I love yellow. Thought that this one was fun. And then I just got him some little Rangers, Texas Rangers t-shirts. If you're in the market for some toddler clothes, these are definitely some of our favorites. Good morning from our little cabin. It's been a very relaxing morning here. I'll insert a little video of the cabin. It's super cute and quaint. We had a great night's sleep. It's been hanging out on the porch and it's so nice. We look out to a bunch of cattle and other animals. It's very, very relaxing. I will say the setting is just so beautiful here. It rained last night, so it was so pretty this morning just seeing all the dew on the field. Really, really gorgeous. Just been having a slow morning. I think we're about to go ahead and get ready. Connor and I, because while Aiden's doing his thing, working, I thought it would be so much fun to go to one of those you pick fruit fields. We've gone to one before near us that was actually strawberries and it was so much fun. Connor had so much fun. He could really grasp the concept at this age, and I found that there's a blueberry one. I wouldn't say nearby. It's about 40 minutes or so, so it's definitely a drive. But we have nothing else to do today, so we have nothing but time. They have a country store with a bunch of fresh fruit and just other things that look really fun. And it seems like it opens pretty early. It gets pretty hot here by midday. It's probably gonna be about 92, I think. So anything that we can do in the early morning before it gets really hot. I'm gonna put myself together. Not gonna do anything too crazy because we are in the country. Don't need to get all dolled up or anything. I just got ready. Here's my blueberry picking outfit. It's a very just classic me outfit. I have worn this one before, I think, on a vlog. Overalls are of course the Free People Barrel overalls. Love these overalls. And then my top, this actually comes in a set. I just have the top because the bottoms were sold out in my size, but it's just this really pretty little gingham top. I think I can link it. And then my hat is from Target. I'm really excited. I'll probably throw on my rain boots. Connor's gonna wear his rain boots just because it's a little bit muddy and we have a bit of a drive. So let's head out.
Friends will come, friends will go. They all seem to change while I'm still the same. 'Cause I just can't let go. And there's no one to blame. It's just the way it is. Like stone,
We're back home and that was so much fun. I will say I think I enjoyed picking the blueberries more than Connor. It did get pretty humid at one point, so we went inside, picked up some things in the shops, and then we discovered that they had a little sandbox, which he was very entertained by that. I love finding just random little places like that that aren't super commercial. It was so quaint. Everyone was so sweet, and I always wonder, let me know if you were raised in just a very small country town. What was that like? What was that like just living so removed from everything? I think on one side of it, it could get very boring, but it also seems like it would be such a peaceful childhood to live just out in the country. I was curious. I looked up that town. It's the town of Edam. I think I'm saying that right. 300 people. 300 people. Tiny, tiny town. We got our blueberries, and then I also got this sugar-free blueberry syrup, and it's nice because it's actually sugar-free because it doesn't have any added sugar. It's just sweetened from the blueberries. But I am just gonna hang out, get some work done while Connor's down. It's nice we do have Wi-Fi in this cabin, so I can get a little bit of work done, and I'm trying to figure out what we should do after he wakes up. It is pretty hot outside, so if we did something outside, it would have to be something to do with swimming. The state park is also nearby here. I think they have a whole swimming area. I'm just not sure if that's something I really want to do this afternoon. There's also a tiger sanctuary nearby here that I think they help rehab tigers that are injured, that have been rescued. So cool. It's basically across the street from us. When I looked up the tours, they didn't have any available for today, so I might call and see if even tomorrow we could just stop by in the morning and see it, not necessarily do a tour. And if not, we'll probably spend some time in actual Tyler itself. From our road trip back home, we just stopped for some lunch, enjoying a little bit of Chick-fil-A because you just have to on a road trip. We did have some unfortunate news that our house is not going to be ready till, I'm not sure, they said they need this week to keep painting, and I just feel so crazy that I did not expect this to take this long. And I had heard people say always expect things to take longer than what you're told, and I kind of had that in my mind, but I really would have just hustled to pick out paint colors if I knew it was going to take this long. We were told it was going to be shorter. I know it'll be worth it in the end, but I just genuinely feel like I have been in the twilight zone for the past few months, ever since going under contract for our house, because mentally I just wasn't in our current house. I didn't really care to keep up with things that much because I knew we would be moving. I just got Chick-fil-A sauce on my arm, and this whole process has just made me realize that I really am a homebody. I like having a home with all my stuff, and I know this is such first world problems, especially right now. Staying in East Texas was so much fun. It was so peaceful staying in that little cabin. We definitely have been making the most of it, but this wouldn't be a big deal if my mother-in-law wasn't coming to visit on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and we don't really have a house to stay in. I do think the house right now, they're mostly doing the kitchen cabinets, I think they're painting, and then the second coat on the colors that they're putting in the house. So while we can't really be there throughout the day, I'm thinking we can probably still sleep there because our bedrooms seem to be pretty much finished. Aiden is still in East Texas. He's still meeting up with a few people there for work stuff, so he won't be back till later, but our checkout was at 10. We're really just booking it back with no place to go. And I just have to say how great Connor's been. He has been so just go with the flow, done so great in the car, and I'm really thankful he's so great about sleeping in his pack and play. He doesn't really mind sleeping in there, especially because we have our little slumber pod. I find that I have more trouble sleeping in new places versus he does. I know it's all going to be worth it. I know it's going to look great once we get there, but this in-between period, even trying to keep up with work stuff right now, I never realized how much I rely on having a home with just consistent things each day. We were thinking about doing a little Austin trip with Aiden's mom when she comes, and if I knew it was going to take this long, we would have done just one of our trips, planned it for this time period, because we have a couple trips in July. So we're just unintentionally traveling and bouncing around a lot more than expected. I'm also really thankful that we got this SUV. We bought this, probably 6 months ago, and it was such a great purchase. We bought a Tahoe. It's just so comfortable, especially for road trips, and little did I know we would be just driving so much. We're actually driving to Florida in a little bit over a week, and I did leave cash with my parents while we were going to East Texas. It was just going to be easier, especially for things like this when I just had Connor. If Aiden was here, we could do the both of them. Cash is a little bit more anxious in the car, so I just thought he would enjoy it more. He loves being at my parents' house with the pool. But yeah, we have gotten really good use out of this car. Oh my. He's so cute. He imitates Cash shaking. Hi from a few days later. We've just been bouncing around again. We stayed at my parents for a bit in Airbnb. We have family in town right now, but we are officially back in our house. I'm really excited to share everything. That'll probably be my next vlog. We've really just been unpacking and getting the place back together, and hopefully the last time will really be unpacking, packing again. Headed to the gym right now. I actually just started my time of the month, so I don't want to run or anything. I just find that feels very uncomfortable, especially on some of the first days of my cycle. But I do want to work out my legs a little bit. For some reason, I find really working my legs feels good this time versus anything else, so I think I'm going to do the Stairmaster and then probably just some lunges, squats, not anything super heavy. Keep it pretty chill, but get my body moving. I do find moving actually helps when I have, like, especially back kind of cramps, back pain, all that. About wraps up this video. I know it was a bit shorter than the videos typically are, so I apologize for that, and just apologize for it being all over the place. The past couple of weeks have been just so chaotic. I cannot express how thankful I am to be back in our home and just really officially settling in now that we have some fresh paint on the walls. I'll have a really fun home vlog coming next because we're really gonna start doing some things on the walls and everything. In hindsight, I am really thankful I got to spend so much time with my parents, my family, staying at their home. That was really just felt like a vacation being able to stay there for a bit of it. And then, yeah, I can't say the same for the rest of us traveling around. It felt a bit chaotic. It's nice to have a week at home before heading to the beach, which will also just be a fun, very low-key trip that we're very excited for. We are just in summer mode. We have been in the pool every single day. Summer has always been exciting, but especially now having a child, it just feels so like carefree and fun. He's not even in school yet either, so it doesn't even feel like, oh my gosh, this is a break from having the school schedule, the routine, all that. But there's just something about it, having lighter nights and eating popsicles by the pool and hanging out. It's just been really, really fun. And I can't believe it's already July. I'm about to turn 27 this week too, which is very exciting. And 27 just really feels older to me. I didn't really feel that way about 26, but 27 feels like I'm definitely getting older, so I'm always grateful for another year. Again, if you want to check out IGK Smoothing Spray, I'll have them linked down below. You can get 25% off using my link, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.